How's it going, everybody? My name is Keith Wachinski, and I will be talking to you about why you should buy physical media. Because you don't own anything if you purchase it online. You buy the licensing for it. And what's stopping those companies and those streaming services from taking that away? Nothing, because they do it all the time. You ever been on Netflix watching a show, you just got into it, and there's like 10 seasons, and you get on the next day, all of a sudden, that show's being removed in a week, and then you can't finish that show. It's a really defeating feeling. I know I was watching Ash vs. Evil Dead, and I was like halfway through the first season, got on, it was being removed in 3 days. I didn't even get to finish the show, and that was a real bummer. I personally am a avid CD collector. I have 70 to 100 CDs. I have a lot of vinyls and a couple movies. I haven't really broken into that demographic yet, but I want to. So I am a big advocate for physical media. It is important to buy physical media, not just because streaming services can remove that from you, but also it can help support the individual people working on said things. Movies are my first thing I'm going to talk about. Ghostbusters, I love it, great movie, but the death of DVD sales has damaged movie production, and so has streaming services, because DVD sales have gone down so much that is a big chunk of revenue that they no longer make for movies, and so things just cost more in general to make. So that kind of damaged the entire production of movies. It also, streaming services killed off Family Video, Blockbuster, which were third spaces for communities and families to be able to go get out of the house and just be with their communities. So that's a big loss in the streaming services. Though, I won't lie, streaming is a more convenient way. There are more negatives, in my opinion, than positives, as in there are 30 million different streaming services for any type of media you want to consume. That can cost a lot of money. Streaming music also isn't the best way to support your artist. On average, artists will earn about 1 cent per stream. Now, for big artists, that doesn't really matter. That will add up after a while because they get millions and millions of streams every day. But for smaller artists, that doesn't really add up to much, especially if they're not getting that many streams. But a good way to support them is to buy their CDs and vinyls. Not only that, but you help employ hundreds of people who are working on CDs and vinyls, because you don't just get the album cover, you get the inside, you get the actual vinyl. It's all art, it's all worked on by multiple people, and it all is a package. It's meant to convey a feeling that you don't just get from the album cover. Plus, with a lot of platforms such as Spotify pushing AI artists and AI platforms, they have a lot of junk on there now. So you can support real people by purchasing from real people. It is better to support the individual artist than it is to support the company, because companies are greedy, especially gaming companies. When you purchase video games online, you're not actually buying the game. You're buying the licensing for the game. But if you purchase it physically, like this Red Dead Redemption one, this is a data disc. So that means you own the game, and then you can play it with the other disc. And then going back to the same thing with the vinyls, this came with a poster of the map in the game. So you get a whole package there. So you don't actually purchase the game. You purchase a license for the game. Plus, most platforms have subscription services where you can access hundreds of games, but you never actually own them. So once you stop paying that, or you miss a payment, all those games, gone. They're out of your library. You don't have access to them anymore. Or if your console breaks or something happens, you have to sell it. All those games that you've purchased, all those hundreds of dollars you spent, they are now gone. So buying it physically will kind of stop that from happening. Streaming is more convenient, but you lose the sense of ownership. If they, for some reason, go bankrupt or go out of business, or even if your Wi-Fi's out, you can't access them. You can't access the things you want to watch. But if you have the tools for physical media, you can use that whenever you want. You buy the physical to get the full package. You get the little inserts on CDs and vinyls. Sometimes they come with posters and stickers. Sometimes movies and video games come with them. So you get more bang for your buck when you buy physically than you do when you buy online. Media is art, and removing the physical side of that is harmful, not just for the artists, but the people that are employed by said artists. Companies can take the digital media whenever they feel like it, but they cannot take your physical media. So the next time that you are at the store and you're passing by the CD shelves or the DVD shelves, grab something that you've been wanting to watch or that you really like, or hey, if you see the $5 discount bin at Walmart, grab a couple of them. There's some bangers in there, I won't lie. But yeah, buy physical media. It's important.